Hola a todos y bienvenidos a las chorriaventuras de Bloodcoat. Continuamos con la excavación de Barrow. Las aventuras de Thomas a la excavadora, donde queremos robar estas plantas para dárselos a la viuda y que nos dé a cambio unos pastelitos ricos. ¿Qué es el precio para conseguir la vida de 3 hombres? Los pastelitos ricos. Para hacer que trabajen hasta la extenuación para nosotros.
I'll have to find a way to distract Miss Fenchurch. She's watching me like a hawk. Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me, or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them.
En lugar de hacer su trabajo.
It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
El lechero.
The milkman.
Aye. We were to run away together today.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum?
Sí.
Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
What does Mr. Ambrose look like?
He's got brown hair.
Ajá. ¿Algo
I'm
más?
afraid I'll need a bit more to go on.
Sorry, Mum. I'm too upset. Please find him, won't you?
Hey, stop your nattering and get back to your sweeping.
Sorry, Miss Fenchurch.
Pero si se pasa... Pero, oye, que no. ¿Por qué me echas la mierda encima? No quieres que... Pero, oye, no me lo eches en la ingle. O por todos los... Si se pasa horas mirando esto, podría estar distraída... No sé, es decir... ¿Qué hace esta mujer aparte de ver las flores y ver a la otra? Su trabajo es ¿qué? En fin, a buscar al lechero. El hombre de la leche. Milkman.
Good day.
Hey up.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
He's here every market day.
Except this one.
Aye. I haven't seen him today.
Any idea where he might be?
Not in the slightest.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Usted no se vaya. Sé que usted no tiene el pelo marrón, pero... ¿Es usted el lechero? No.
Fresh Scotch eggs!
No me importa. Usted es pelirrojo.
Good day.
Hello there.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Hey.
Any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
Pero no está.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Indicaciones.
Thank you. Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
¿Qué es un huevo de... avestruz? ¿De pterodáctilo? ¿De T-Rex? Porque... lleva unas cuantas horas... dándole al flashback.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them?
No
Well, I'm
puede
going to
quejarse.
whether you like it or not.
Jeje.
We talked about this one already. The red urn you buried in the garden for me. It seems like such a long time ago. We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed. Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? "William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece." Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood.
Bonitos recuerdos.
I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Promesas, promesas. Y todavía tenemos pendiente lo del acero del caballo.
There's something ahead on the road.
Una especie de cruz. ¡Qué pu!
God!
Una rata bebiéndose la leche. Oh, dioses.
Mr. Ambrose! I'm going to help you.
Tengo resina. Jaja. No, a ver, ese cuchillo lo que hay que usar. Contra
Hold
zarzas.
still. I'm going to cut you free. He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery, and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
We
No.
were lost in visions of hell itself. The devil. I saw the devil.
Who
Nada,
did this
nada.
to you?
Todo está bien.
Don't remember.
Porque nadie recuerda
The
cosas.
sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
My love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand. As we made the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
Mira lo que tengo.
My love.
Una cosa fea.
Eddie! Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Aye, thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Vaya tela con la
Good
mujercilla
luck,
esta.
you two.
Una escoba. Ah, no la podemos coger. Vale. No pasa nada. Estaba pensando... Se me ha ocurrido así tangencialmente... que se me ha pasado por alto una cuestión con el caballo. Y es que los caballos les gustan los azucarillos.
Hands off me, sugar!
I think this is supposed to be for all the patrons, sir.
I said hands off!
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
Sorprendentemente no esperaba que funcionase. Seguía pensando que las manzanas iban a funcionar, pero... Hola.
Here, girl. Eat this. Good girl.
Vale, le gusta.
Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
Nos coceará. Usar cuchillo con caballo. Sí. ¿Por qué no? Filete de
to
pelo.
cut off a few lengthy strands.
Vale.
I must coat the hair with something waxy.
Cierto.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now. I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Vale. Y aquí estaba la muchacha. ¿Qué nos dará qué? ¿Qué nos dará?
Look what I have for you.
Adiós, Ahí suena bien. Muy céltico. Nada raro. Me ha gustado el solo de violín.
My head is spinning. What happened? Hello? Where did she go?
¿Quién sabe? ¿A quién le importa?
The girl has left her fiddle behind. The girl left her fiddle behind. I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
Es interesante lo que le gusta a esta mujer, llevarse cosas que no son suyas. Sigo preocupado por la cruz de plata. No, ciertamente no es lo que queríamos. Queremos ir a la iglesia. Viuda, tome. Miss Clancy.
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
Not at all. I dare say I won't be around to know it's happened.
But what of heaven and hell?
Life is for living, not for worrying about what comes after.
Albert didn't fear death either. You're both braver than I am.
It's not bravery. It's just trying to make the most of what we have in the present. One can neither live in the future, nor the past.
I fear it, but my faith keeps me going. I know I'll meet him again, in heaven.
Take that thought forward, Mrs. Duplancy. Remember it. One day, you will be reunited.
Thank you. Oh, those flowers look beautiful.
They do.
Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving him for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
¿Quiere un paraguas? No es bueno a su edad estar bajo la lluvia. Ahora oiremos un rayo y la mujer estará muerta. Supongo que no. No sé ese tipo de juegos.
Here they are.
¿Y ahora qué haremos? Porque necesitamos darle esto al... Bueno, tal vez... Si se lo entregamos a los... Ah, no, está allí.
The vision returns.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
Oh, you are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course, I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
Lord Panswick.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my every whim. Or do I?
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's
Unas
what
flores.
I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
Why not?
Splendid! I'm glad the rain doesn't put you off. You like to live a little dangerously, don't you, Thomasina? Let us stroll to the beck.
That sounds nice. We walked side by side down to the beck, his hand occasionally brushing my own. Despite Lord Panswick's entertaining company, I had an overwhelming feeling that time was being wasted. We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind.
Más pasteles. Quiero más pasteles. Seguramente que no es el dinero que debe, lo que hay en su cabeza. Tampoco que el borracho del pueblo esté perdido, o que el lechero se haya visto enredado en cosas.
Father, could he be saved from his suffering?
Bueno, al menos es algo mejor que pensar en un túmulo.
Was the answer to be found within Hobbs' Barrow?
Seguramente estás pensando en el túmulo.
I ached to find out.
Túmulo.
I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings.
Muy mal. Muy mal. El esfuerzo implica que deberías haberlos saboreado y haber descubierto que son muy buenos. O que no son tan buenos como dicen ser. Pero al menos habrías saboreado algo.
Seemingly disheartened by my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswick soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
Normal.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs' Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid!
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
Él es una de las lunas.
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold. Time to head back to the plough and furrow. It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps?
Podría usar el...
That's a peculiar idea.
No es peculiar, está ahí el símbolo, es decir, está esto que es lo significa...
I fear Miss Fenchurch might come at me with her pots and pans. It's best I stay out here.
Que significa que él es una de las partes. Es decir, o es el sello, o es la persona, y luego está el señor Hombros, que es la otra luna. Pero ¿quién es el sol?
I find owls to be rather sweet creatures. I'd rather not walk in the woods at this late hour.
Vale, me alegra que se ha ido ya. Es de suponer que si bajo por aquí tampoco estará el gruñón. Es que no está ni el gruñón ni el amistoso. Esto parece una cara. Mucha más niebla.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Vaya.
Your lordship.
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
Una extraña conversación.
Why not?
Splendid. You heard the fair lady.
Sería interesante ver qué ocurre cuando respondes negativamente a todos.
There you are.
Thank you.
Everyone, raise your glasses to Miss Bateman. May she conquer Hobbs Barrow and find all that she desires. Hip hip!
Hooray!
You don't wish to join me in a beverage?
Oh, you go ahead, my dear. Alcohol does not sit well with my constitution.
Ya.
Thank you, your lordship. I needed that.
I aim to provide you with whatever your heart desires.
Sí, ¿verdad?
I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves.
Ajá.
Mr. Shoulder.
Your lordship?
El trío, no sé yo, ¿eh?
A decorative plate. Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Marvellous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistance?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the Plough and Furrow.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Las dos lunas.
I can't think of anything else to talk about.
¡Hey!
Thomasina.
Vaya por Dios.
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside, in the alley.
Hombre, al menos sale por lo correcto.
He's stinking drunk.
Sí,
Let's hear what he has to say.
sí. Y más te vale ir rápido, porque aquí la gente muere.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologize to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man. He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what you were on about.
Oh?
Aye. Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited, I concentrated, and it finally came back to me.
Please, you're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
Escúpelo.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Flashback, flashback.
Hurry now, Leonard.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
Aye, and it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days?
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She would laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bait.
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something?
Vaya por Dios.
Tryst. After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle. Don't make me ask twice. I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard.
Ajá.
It's sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
Si no hubieses aparecido...
Most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Come now, come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks.
Música. What the? No estaba mal. ¿Qué soñarás hoy, Tomasina? ¿Alguien entrará en tu habitación, Tomasa? ¿Entrará el señor Hombros? ¿Entrará el Lord? No. Veremos otra vez al gnomo. Al Hobgoblin. Hola.
So, Tomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight. I tell you, Tomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this Barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
But how do I...
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
No me fío de ti. No me fío de nadie.
I must undo what has been done.
¿Por qué?
Father, I'm coming.
Bueno, sí, entendemos tus motivaciones, pero... estás siendo engañada, Tomasa. Así que nada, vamos a dejarlo aquí por hoy en las chorriaventuras de Bloodcoat en... Hobbs Barrow, donde el Hobgoblin ha hecho su jugada y la trama se ha desvelado. Y Tomasa no se ha dado cuenta de que es un sacrificio. Así que nada, hasta la próxima. Adiós.